excited to see so many beautiful faces out tonight as we celebrate Juneteenth. So I'm a little nervous. This is our second time here. The Charlotte has allowed us to be a part of this beautiful program. A program where we could come together, one, celebrate one another, celebrate our victories, the things that we've overcome. And so we are all beautiful people, all shades, all colors, and I'm so glad to see you all tonight. I wanted to take the time to introduce RVA HIP. It's Richmond, Virginia Homeless Intervention Program. And so our 501c3 is 2 years old. So in the room tonight, we have some property managers by profession. Me being one, 20 years plus.
Yes.
Can I get the other property managers to just put your hand in the air?
Woo!
So you all know when COVID introduced itself, us in the industry realized that a lot of people were going to lose their jobs, which means they weren't going to be able to pay their rent, which means they would be evicted. So we got ahead of the situation, and we organized back in May 2020, and we immediately hit the ground fundraising. And the funny thing was, we had a situation with Capital One where they wanted to give us money, but we were not 501c3, so we couldn't take the money. So what we did was we continued to fundraise, and we partnered with WTVR Channel 6, Mission from the Heart, and we were able to raise over $100,000.
Wow.
So that was in 2020.
Yes, ma'am.
So then, of course, you know, one of the things you have to realize, a lot of people wait for the federal government to come and rescue them. That's an old system. And that system doesn't work. It's been broken, but nobody wants to talk about it. We have to come to the aid of one another. We have to come to the aid of our sisters and brothers. If we're in a situation where we can be a blessing, bless someone, help someone.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you never know if down the road you're going to need that help.
Yes.
And if you sow here, you're going to reap there, right when you need it.
Yes, ma'am.
And the opposite of that is old Sister Karma. She's going to meet you. So anyway, we were able to help, and then once the federal government released those millions of dollars that came out, called the RPP program, we assisted property managers and all that participated in the program, other nonprofits, you know, to help people apply for that federal money. And everybody heard of the eviction moratorium, and people wasn't getting put out and all those great things. And so now we're 2 years in, and people are not talking about it anymore. But guess what? The moratorium ends this month. Okay? I want to give you some numbers real quick. One of the things that's coming up, I'll just do it in general. We have coming in Henrico County Court, Chesterfield County, and the city of Richmond, over 1,300 cases that are pending for eviction. So if the money has ended and you still have all these cases on the docket, what do you think is going to happen? So in our industry, you know, every industry coins a term. So there's a term that we're talking about in our industry. It's called the eviction tsunami, because it's coming. But what happens is people don't talk about it. They don't deal with it until it's on the news. But there's everyday life situations that are happening. So we're still here after applying, getting people through the RPP program. We're back grassroots again. So we're raising money once again. We're going to do it continually, because you're going to have your family members, you're going to have your co-workers, you're going to have people that you've heard of. They're about to lose their homes. So we're trying to get in front of it again, not waiting for another handout. And so we're raising money, again, RVA Homeless Intervention Program. We are 501c3, so your donation is charitable. If you want to stop by the table, we do have a QR code. If you want to just give tonight, we would appreciate it. But we're going to be not only helping people with rent assistance, we want to educate people. You know, when you go to find a place to live, and most of you had this experience, because I sit on the other side of the table, so I can tell you what you did. You went and you saw this beautiful place, whether it was a home, a townhome, or a house, if you rented, even if you purchased. And you went in there and you got caught up on the glitz and the gold, and it was everything you wanted. And you signed on the dotted line. They told you when your monthly payment would be, what would happen if you're late, and that's all you knew. They gave you the keys and you walked away. But you didn't understand the other side of the table. And you didn't understand that you were 1 or 2 steps away from homelessness. You're very close whether you realize it or not. Had not the moratorium helped those who had mortgages, you would have been homeless. If we didn't get the federal government money, you would have been homeless. Well, you're really more unstable than what you realize, but we want to help. So education is first. We want to teach you from our side of the table how to prevent that from happening. What you need to do other than signing and just getting your keys. We want to help with teaching you how to manage your budget. We want to help you look at your finances and make some decisions for the family. We just want to show you. You're free will agents to do what you want, but we understand education is important. What happens if you don't pay? What can they do to you? Do you know landlords are not the most honest people? They're going to bluff you and get you out because they know Joe is right down the street that's going to pay them double. So, you know, this is serious times, and a lot of times people are not aware because it's not happened to you directly. I promise you in the next 12 months, you will know somebody. I hope it's not you, but you will know somebody who's going to need help to keep a roof over their heads. So we just want to do that, and we're out here, and we thank you tonight. We thank you for everyone who came out. We thank you for anybody who's willing to support, but it's going to take us to help each other. Everyday people helping one another. Thank you.